Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Topher. I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm also on a limited budget, so I started this channel to prove that it was possible to enjoy good quality beers without having to break the bank. So by so doing, I hope to demystify craft beer and break through some of the elitism that surrounds it. Today's selection is a pint can for which I paid $3.67 because I'm always trying to find the best deal for beers. It is the Megalodom Legendary IPA is how they put it. If you go to Untapped, it refers to it as an Imperial IPA, which basically it is. It has a 10% ABV. Typically, American Imperial IPAs come in between 7.5 and 10% ABV. So I think any higher would actually have to be called a triple. Um, but as I said, it is the Megalodom, not the Megalodon, but the Megalodom uh, Imperial IPA. With, as I said, with the 10% ABV, 70 IBUs, typically American. American Imperial IPAs come in between 60 and 120, so it's well within range for both, actually at the high end of ABV scale. Real quick, I'm going to read you the description. Some say sea storms are a sign that Megalodon, protector of Atlantis, is still down there fighting off unwelcome visitors from invading her lost city. We may never know, but we did brew this legendary IPA in her honor as a thank you for protecting all that is prized and treasured. It's bold yet balanced, fruity with a slightly sweet, smooth finish. This one goes out to you, Meg, Queen of the Doms. Do not, oh, okay, here we go. Best Buy. Okay, so at the time of this recording, this has a Best Buy date of about 2 weeks away. So I'm still within range. I'm glad for that. And one more thing I want to show you on this can. Boom, independent craft. Always know you've got a good craft beer when you see, you have a true craft beer. Not necessarily a good one, but you have a true craft beer in your hands when you see that. So anyway, Ninkasi, Goddess of Brewing, if you'd like, I will go ahead and put that in the description in the uh, in the description down below. I'll include the WikiLeaks, not WikiLeaks, but Wikipedia page to Ninkasi, the brewing goddess. Okay, so we got all that covered. Real quick about this beer. Malts are two-row Vienna Cara Hall rolled oats. Hops used are Amarillo, Azacca, Citra, Eldorado, Crystal, Equinox, and Nugget. Um, it's been available since 2019. It is a year-round release, so you can get any time of year that you want. I have only one friend, Sandy Mulligan on Untapped is the only person, only of my Untapped friends who has checked in on this beer. She gave it a 4.0. 3,541 of us have given it a cumulative score of 3.86 on Untapped. Beer Advocate has had 19 rankings, average score of 3.88, 89 overall score, which on their scale is a very good. So there you have it. Okay. Ninkasi is out of Eugene, Oregon, in case I failed to mention that. Going to be using my tulip glass because I am drinking an Imperial. If you're drinking an Imperial anything, Imperial Stout, Imperial IPA, Imperial what have you, always try to drink it out of a tulip glass. And I will include the description or the video explaining the tulip glass down below because I have an entire series dedicated to glassware. Okay, let's see how this is pouring. And let's see. I'm going to describe that as low carbonation, not even medium low, just low carbonation. The bubbles seem to be popping rather quickly. I don't think we're going to have a head here for very long. Um, what you are seeing is closer to an iced tea color. This is actually closer to, honestly, the color of about a lager, but not quite as much carbonation. No, there's more carbonation coming up, so I'm going to describe it as medium low rather than just low. But it is on the lower end of the carbonation cycle. And as I said, you are seeing about 2 tints darker. Let me give this a quick beard wipe, see what I encounter. Booze actually is what I smell. Let me put my schnoz in directly, see what I get. Okay, now I'm getting the hop profile for sure. Lots of citrus and lots of hop juice. Okay, I think it's about time for me to start drinking some beer. Cheers. Nice and refreshing. Honestly, for an Imperial, I gotta say that's a nice, refreshing beer. Quite a bit hoppier than I'm used to with these latest Imperial IPAs. Even though Imperial IPAs are supposed to come in between 60 and 120 on the IBU scale, if you've noticed, a lot of the Imperials that I've done lately have had very, very low IBU scales or IBU scores. This has a higher one, and I can definitely tell it. There is an alcohol burn to this beer, that's for sure. Um, Great hop profile, and yet it's somehow it's tempered because of that. Well, anytime you get an imperial IPA, it always, to me, it always ends up being tempered, whether it's barrel aged or not. And you rarely do you get a barrel aged IPA, but I think that high booziness really does bring down the hoppiness. However, as I said, this one has a 70% or 70 IBUs, which is actually on the lower scale, a lower end of the scale, but still, a high bitterness count. I'm going to describe that as a medium-low mouthfeel. There's not a whole lot to that, but as I said, there is an alcohol burn. It's not very spiky, nice and mellow. I think it's a pretty good beer. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give the beer a 4.0, and coming in a can, it's going to get the extra 0.25. So I'm going to give it an overall score of 4.25 on Untapped. Um, as I said, I paid 367. This was through that previously mentioned deal that I got at Liquor Lineup on Losee Road here in Las Vegas. If you're in North Las Vegas, check out Liquor Lineup and on Losee Road. And through an Instagram deal for them, I was able to secure 15 different beers, or yeah, 15 beers for $55. That equates to $3.67 per beer. So I'm very, very happy with the price that I paid for this. I think it could be paying closer to about $7 on normal retail shelves for this beer. Well, guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers.